Hello everyone. Here's Saad Aslam from Lahore Microsoft Community. I know you all be very excited to know what the new Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors program is. So today we have Pablo, who is the program manager for Microsoft Student Partners program and also the program manager for Microsoft Imagine Cup. So I request Pablo to join us and enlighten us with his words. Pablo, can you join us?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here and to be speaking to all of you incredible students in Pakistan. Thank you for the Microsoft Student Pakistan in Lahore team for putting this together and asking me to be a part of it. The Student Partner Program is a very important part of what we do at Microsoft, and we're very excited to announce a new program, the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program, that the student partners will be moving into, and that we have open to any student in Pakistan to participate in. So, love to tell you more about it. So, I'm going to share my screen here and tell you a little bit about the program and myself. All right. So, hopefully, you see my screen.
Yes,
So
we
again,
can.
my name is Pablo Veramendi. I have been combining my passion for technology and desire to empower students across the globe for many years now here at Microsoft. I've been working in IT for the past 24 years. I've spent my last 8 years working at Microsoft. I've been in the last 5 years working in student audience evangelism, and I have two patents at Microsoft. One of the amazing things about working for a company like Microsoft is they give you many opportunities to go above and beyond the work that you do every day, and those patents are a part of that. Very proud of that. Also, I am the director of the global student programs, the student ambassador, and the Imagine Cup, and it's really an honor for me to be able to provide that platform for students across the globe to bring their ideas to life, to build their communities, to skill up and prepare themselves for their careers and future jobs. You can follow me at I am Pablo on Twitter. I'm much more than just my work as well. So a couple fun facts about me is I'm a father to a 6-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. I have family in Spain and in Ecuador, so I'm also fluent in Spanish. And a fun fact is I once drove a prototype Ford Mustang Cobra up to 162 miles per hour on a test track in the desert for work. I got paid for that. That was a job that I had a couple years before I started here at Microsoft. But all of us are very diverse. We have very diverse experiences, and we all bring that to what we do every day. And I bring that to my job as the director for the student programs, and love every minute of it. So the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program will be launching here in July. It's really about helping you find your community, especially now that we're in a post-COVID virtual world where everything is online for the time being. We want to help you find what you're passionate about, give you a platform to not only find peers that are also passionate about it, but also a platform to skill up using Microsoft Learn, our top tier educational platform that's free for everybody. It's also an opportunity for you to share your knowledge and your passion with your peers as you amplify your impact by having events, by running hackathons, by teaching people what you know and what you're passionate about. Helps you build vibrant communities. This community in the student partner Lahore is a prime example of that, where students come together, they build this community, they have events just like this to have an impact and help give back and really give that platform for students to succeed and to continue skilling and building their profile both online and for their resume. There's a bunch of different things you might be doing. You might find yourself helping fellow students build their coding skills, organizing virtual hackathons, and maybe even bringing a project to the Imagine Cup. It's really all up to you. We provide you the platform. You're the one that will take those steps and decide what you're passionate about and what you want to do in the student ambassador community. We will have an opportunity for you to connect with other students and passions in focused leagues, and again, to solve real world challenges. We'll have training certifications, support for virtual events, and unique access to experts and mentors. And of course, you can host those digital events, offer guidance to other students, and earn recognition that separates your resume from the pack as you move forward in your career. We do have, there's a hashtag there for the Student Ambassador Programs, hashtag MSFT Student Ambassadors. And I want to tell you a little bit about our community. So today we have 2,000, almost 2,500 students across the globe in over 1,200 universities in 85 different countries, and we're growing. We're growing continuously. 80% of our students are undergraduate in engineering and computer science degrees. I'm sorry, 80% are in engineering computer science degrees. The other 20% are in business or international communications, really any career or degree program that has technology in its path, which these days is almost everything. You can become a part of this program. 11% of our students are masters or PhD candidates. And we have 24% females and 76% males in the program. And it's something that we're working really hard to improve that ratio. A year ago, that was 20%. So we've improved by 4% in the past year, but we have a lot more to do. And hopefully, if you join the program, you can help us. You can help us do that as well. As you can see, we are across the globe. We have a very active community in India, but Pakistan is growing very, very quickly, and I'll get more into that on a later slide. So what are the program benefits? Essentially, when you join the program, you get Microsoft 365 with Office and access to Microsoft Teams, which is where our global community is and where we communicate out and where we hear about all the wonderful things that these students are doing across the globe. It's also where Microsoft employees can come interact with the student ambassadors. So our cloud advocates have two what they call extra credit club sessions a month where they talk about technologies and teach you about technologies or even the other day we had one on live streaming from home, right? So they tell you how they do it, how they set up their live streaming platform and how you could potentially do the same thing at your home. So really a lot of really amazing sessions from Microsoft employees. We also have our most valuable professional. They join us in Microsoft Teams as well to help mentor our community. So that's what you get when you start. And as you progress through the program, we have these different milestones that you can achieve and get additional benefits. So for example, once you have completed your first learning path on Microsoft Learn, which you can choose whichever one you want. We don't want to prescribe anything to you. We just want you to go to Microsoft Learn and discover what is the learning path that you're most passionate about. And once you complete that learning path, you unlock the alpha milestone. And in the alpha milestone, you get $150 a monthly Azure credits, a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, a LinkedIn Learning subscription, MTC certification exam voucher, so you can get take a certification exam for free, no money out of your pocket, a name.com domain name, and a TechSmith, Snagit, and Camtasia software to help you do tutorials online, to record and edit videos, really give you a lot of flexibility in what you want to do online as a student ambassador. Once you've hosted your first event and you've reported it back to us, you achieve the beta milestone. And that beta milestone, you get a swag kit. So we send out a swag kit to you so you can better represent the program as you do your virtual or hopefully in the future in-person calls. Excuse me. We also have event support for once we get back to in-person events. And then we have exclusive mentorship opportunities for beta student partners as well as access to our ambassador summits across the globe. And then for those students that are really kind of the ones that are doing a lot of events that are both mentoring incoming students and recruiting new students, my team just selects and nominates the gold student ambassadors. So our gold student ambassadors have all the benefits of the previous ambassadors, but the access to special events and speaking engagements, such as a Microsoft Build. We had student ambassadors speak at Microsoft Build on panels this year, which was an amazing experience for them and for everybody who attended. Program leadership opportunities. So the gold student ambassadors help us kind of define the direction of the program, help us pilot new initiatives within the program as well. Access to the Microsoft Most Valuable Professionals, and the potential of an invitation to the MVP program once you graduate from the university. So we have really a lot of amazing benefits for our student ambassadors, and we're really excited to see how each of you take advantage of those benefits, right? Again, we're just providing you these benefits as part of the platform. What you do with it is up to you based on what you're passionate about, what you want to do, how you want to have an impact in your community. So we're really excited to offer those benefits in the program. So the question I ask you is, how do you want to have an impact? At Microsoft, our vision is to empower every person on this planet to achieve more. And the Microsoft Student Ambassador Program embodies that. We are empowering student ambassadors to then empower their own communities. So how is it that you want to empower your community? What's the path that you want to take in doing that? Well, the first thing I'd ask is, what technology are you passionate about? Passion is visible. It's something that you can see when somebody's passionate about something. They speak about it. It emanates from their body, the way they speak, the facial, their smile, or what they're talking about. So I encourage you to figure out, what is that passion? Where is that passion when it comes to technology? Is it artificial intelligence? Is it just no code, low code, with what we have with our Power Platform, and enabling people that don't have coding experience to be able to create new applications and new software. So find that passion, and when you're out in the community and you're talking about it, you'll bring other people along with you. They'll get passionate, they'll get excited about it too. So really encourage you to figure out what that passion is, and bring that to life. What can you do for others? When you're empowering others, what is it you can do for them? How can you empower society, your employer, when you have a job in the future, your customers or your community? And what are the steps that you can take um, to help them take that next step in their path to their careers, or in their path to to find their passion? The only person that defines you is you, right? People's perception of you is derived from their experience with you. So bring your best foot forward, and when you have these events, when you're meeting new people, and you define yourself to them. And you can do that very much so in the student ambassador program. Build trust and lead by example. Trust and community go hand in hand. When I think about the example that I want to give to the student ambassador community, I think of my mentor, Satya Nadella. He is an amazing CEO, and he's empathetic. He shows a lot of empathy, and he's bringing the company on this amazing journey. And I want to bring all of our students in our student ambassador program on that same journey. So really, lead by example, and just build that trust in your community as you become part of this program or other programs, and you move forward. So in working at Microsoft, I've been always about empowering others myself. So I started at Microsoft as a technical account manager. I had 14 customer contracts, and in those customer contracts, there were thousands of employees. So my indirect impact, as far as I was empowering, was tens of thousands of customers in the U.S., and that was very fulfilling for me. But I wanted to do more, and I wanted to do something more global. That's when I found the Imagine Cup competition manager role, and I took that, and I went to essentially tens of thousands of students. We have tens of thousands of students every year that participate in the Imagine Cup. And I have to update the slide, because actually our indirect empowerment was, we had 8.3 million students, or sorry, not students, 8.3 million people across the globe watch the 2020 World Championship. So, the work that I do, that I've done as part of the Imagine Cup program, is to bring these amazing student projects to life, not bring them to life, but bring them to the attention of over 8.3 million people across the globe. And to me, that's it's a very special thing to do, is to show what these students, give them a global platform, and be able to share what they're doing with so many people across the globe, and then in fact share what Microsoft has done in giving these students a platform. And of course, there's the student partner program that I've been a part of, the Future Student Ambassador program. And really, I see that there's thousands of students in the program, but the impact is exponential, because for every student that is teaching another student, that they could potentially become a student ambassador, or could host a workshop or do something else, they're impacting so many more, and it turns into this explosion of impact across their communities and across the globe. And it's really inspiring for me to see this happening in real time with our students. For example, this student partner community in Lahore having events like this, and then planting the seed of technology, or the seed of joining this global community, and having that exponential impact in wherever you are, wherever you find yourself. It's really amazing, and it's inspiring to me, and motivates me every day to get up and support this program, and be the leader for the student ambassador community. And it's something you can be a part of, right? You can be any one of these dots. You can be one that has an exponential effect. Maybe you only impact your immediate family, or your a classroom. But no matter what you do, as long as you impact one person, that impact can be exponential as they go out and impact others with what they've learned. So it's really exciting potential to be part of the student ambassador program. So here's a prime example. We have a case study in South Africa, and let me just make sure I have. Hold on one second. I have some audio, and I don't know why this is not working. Hold on. I'm going to stop sharing real quick because I realized I did not share with audio. So give me 1 second here. I apologize. A key check mark. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Try this again. I apologize. Now, of course, my slides are not showing. 1 second. All right. Get this to work now. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so case study in South Africa, Gomalama Mohapi. He was the only student partner in South Africa just over a year ago. He made connections. We invited him to the Student Partner Summit in Europe and Middle East and Africa, and he made connections at Microsoft Ignite the Tour. And as part of those connections, he actually launched the Windows Insider community in South Africa. Through the work he was doing as a student partner, he was chosen as one of the top 15 young geeks by Geek Chula in South Africa. He was highlighted as one of the top 15 young geeks in South Africa. He continued hosting student partner events in his community, and eventually recruited, more student partners. So now there's 19 student partners in South Africa due to the work that this one individual did in recruiting and getting the word out about the student partner program. So what's great is he wanted to give back, right? So 5 of the student ambassadors that student partners that he recruited attended Microsoft Ignite the Tour this year, and it was really important for him to give them the same opportunity that he had himself. And it's just really amazing to see how he wants to have that impact and give back to his own community. Just want to play a quick video here. If it decides to work. There we go.
Most of the people who come and study IT here, they don't even know what IT is. They get exposed to this for the first time. A lot of my peers were really struggling with the content that we were given. I had a laptop, I had Wi-Fi. I was fortunate enough to have the resources needed. I knew where to go and where to get help. So I wanted to put that down on paper. I developed these step-by-step guides on how to use certain tools within programming. At the beginning, it was just for a couple of my friends, but then they got really popular. People started to use that instead of the actual textbook.
It totally changed the way students study here at UT.
I want to teach other students the way I want to be taught.
I personally learn more when I'm talking to one of my peers or studying with someone and getting how they comprehend a certain problem.
I became a Microsoft student partner very early. Every time Microsoft releases a new product, we are one of the first people to get access to it. Programming is a fun thing to do. It should also be a fun thing to learn. You don't have to be creating apps. You don't have to be creating websites. As long as you can read a bit of code, then I think you have the edge over anyone else. My personal mission statement is to teach as many people as I can. And I think that we should all have that innate passion to help other people.
Oopsies. There we go. Hold on. So as you can see, he was able to have an incredible impact in his own community. And I'm not sure what's happening with my slides again. 1 second. And you know, by leveraging the student partner program, by creating what's going on here? All right, sorry. By creating this community and essentially taking his passion, which is to teach people how to code and to teach people to create these documents that people could use to learn how to code, and bringing that to his university and bringing that to his community. It's really an amazing way that he's had an impact there. All right, so let's try this one more time. I'll reshare my slides. There we go. Try sharing one more time. Again, I apologize. All right, so another case study in Nepal, we have Sambhav Bertel. He was one of 10 student partners in Nepal just over a year and a half ago. And he too was invited to the Student Ambassador Summit and met a bunch of people, made a bunch of connections. He started his own Windows Insiders community in Nepal. He hosted many student partner events. Eventually, he was nominated as a gold student partner. And today there are 44 student partners in Nepal. So again, it's the work of Sambhav and his peers. He created, grew this community exponentially in Nepal. And here is Sambhav's story. There we go.
I think the audio is missing.
Pablo, can you hear?
Hey, the voice is not there.
Again, you know, Sambhav took his passion to essentially help his peers in Nepal learn how to code in their native language, and is creating new content in Nepali so that they can learn to code in their native language and have that opportunity to take that first step into a career in tech. So it's really amazing. There's so many opportunities for student ambassadors across the globe to do these types of things. And again, it's all about finding what you're passionate about and pursuing that as part of the program. So in Pakistan, the Student Ambassador Program has had incredible program growth. You know, it's grown almost 6 times in size in the past year. So if you join the program, you can help build a community that you will be a part of. You know, what can you do to empower your peers as as being a part of this program, whether in your university, in your family, in your community itself. Exponential impact is already evident by the work these amazing student partners are doing in the Lahore program, and really just again appreciate being invited to events like these and having the opportunity to speak to all of you. And obviously, I'm just thrilled with what they're doing and presenting you with opportunities to learn more and skill up in technology to build your career and discover what your passion is, and hopefully learn more about the Student Ambassador Program and get excited about it and join us as well. So yeah, figure out, how do you want to have that impact? How do you want to make your mark in the world? And come join us. Join the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program and do that. We are here to empower you. Our mission statement again is to empower every person on this planet to achieve more. And I strongly believe that every student in the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program does that every day. And again, it's just an honor to be a part of this program. And I hope to see you in the future. So please join us at studentambassadors.microsoft.com. You can apply today. Applications are always open. We onboard quarterly. We announce the new student ambassadors every quarter. We'd love to see you join the program. So please, if you have any questions, reach out to your fellow students that are running this amazing event, and ask them what their experience has been. Ask them what they think about the program and how you could have an impact being a part of this program as well. So thank you once again for having me. Thrilled to be here and looking forward to seeing some of you apply to the program very soon.
So thank you, Pablo, for enlightening us with your words. It's always so inspiring to listen from how you empowered that enthusiasts all around the globe. So we are open to questions. So if you have any questions, you can ask regarding this program. Do we have any questions?
Hello, Saad. Yeah, Saad, I have a potential question maybe. May I?
Yeah.
I'm audible?
Hello.
Yeah. So, hi, Pablo. Is Pablo? Hello, Pablo. Thank you so much for organizing Pakistan and its our activities. I'm a I'm a beta MSP, and like I have a small confusion or question you can say. I am in my final year currently. Yeah, like I became an MSP in my final year. So like I have a doubt okay, when I graduate from my university, so definitely I won't be an MSP anymore. So like when I joined some other university in some other or in some other in Pakistan or in some other country, and then apply for MSP. So will I have to continue from like not MSP? Obviously, it would be ambassador program. So will I have to again continue from alpha level, or my beta level would be still be retained?
Yeah, great question. Thank you for asking, Mursal, and thank you for the work that you've done in your community and to achieve that beta milestone. Congratulations on that. And yes, it just depends on how much time passes. So if you're doing it immediately, like within a couple of months, then you can maintain your current status in the Student Ambassador Program. But if it's a year or 2 years past, then you'll have to reapply and start from the program from the beginning. And the reason behind that is because we can't actually maintain your data for longer than a year due to GDPR restrictions. So after a certain amount of time, we have to remove your data from the system. And so when you come back, we won't have that evidence of what you had done previously. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, Pablo. Thank you so much for like answering my question.
No problem.
So do we have any more questions?
Saad, I do have a question. Hello, Pablo. I am Abdul Jamil from FAST University. Prior to everything, I would like to thank you for joining in this event and giving us your time. My question is that would be any opportunities regarding internships for Microsoft Student Ambassadors?
So absolutely, we are actually working to better partner with our university recruiting team to get more opportunities in front of student ambassadors moving forward. We can't unfortunately guarantee anything, but just the fact that you are a student partner now and you will be a student ambassador once we launch the program that they're looking for that, right? They're looking for that participation in the community, the activities that you've done, how those things are in your resume. And so our university recruiting is always looking out for student ambassadors who apply to the program. And again, we're working with them to partner with them to do a better job of bringing opportunities directly to student ambassadors. So hopefully I have more to share with the community after we launch in July.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so do we have any other questions? Okay. So I think that's all for the questions. So thank you, Pablo, for joining us in today's session, and thank you everyone for joining today's session. So thank you, Pablo, for enlightening us with your words.
Thank you. And one more thing I would just like to add, if you were wondering about my background, I just want to say that the student ambassador community is an inclusive community, and diversity and inclusion is one of the primary tenets of the program. And so just want to let you know that's why I have this background on. We're inclusive of everybody and anybody who wants to be part of this program, and it's very important to us, not only as the student ambassador community, but as Microsoft as a company, to be inclusive. So thank you again for having me, and thrilled to be here, and can't wait to see some of you apply to the program in the future.
Okay, great. Pablo, can we take one more question?
Sure.
Okay, so Chaudhry Hanzela, do you have any question?
You're on mute, Enzo.
Hanzela Mansoor, do you have any question? I think he's having some issues. So I think we can wrap up the session. I think he has some issues regarding that. So thank you everyone for joining today's session, and Pablo for giving his precious time. So thank you everyone.
My pleasure. Thank you. Take care.
So I'm going to stop the recording now.